I gotta show my face. Boy. Oh Lord, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Yet again, another adventure with the No Filter Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the No Filter Podcast.
Yeah, meet the
Where
meat. Nigga, meet the
this
meat.
nigga, yo, don't. Why you gotta do that?
Yeah, it's a great song, man.
No.
It's a great song.
You see that? You see that little Nas song?
Shit,
Yeah, I guess
no,
he didn't
no,
see it. Hmm?
no,
Hmm?
no. I seen somebody reacted. I seen what's his name? That uh he a YouTuber that fucking like he count he reviews fucking like rappers and shit. I forgot his name. I'm subscribed to him, but I forgot his name.
Talking about
And he would react. He reacted to that motherfucker. He was like, "No, no!" Stopped the video and walked off. Nigga, that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, they wild for that. They are all the way wild. Let me see.
Yeah.
He was
I bet you got his shoes. You got his shoes.
Hmm? Shut up.
You review his shoes.
Let me see here. Ratchet. Dumb as hell. So, welcome to another edition of the No Filter Podcast. We got a couple of subjects to talk about today. First one being the toxic industry. So much bullshit with that. That's going to be a delicious one. The second one we have is a little bit, kind of calm it down a little bit. Our most anticipated games of this year. What are we waiting for and why? And then, of course, we have our off-topic subject, which will be the needle. Put the needle on a record. And the dope beat go like this. Something. I'm playing. I'm sorry. We old. Anyway.
I hope we ain't talking about that. Nas. Please
Oh,
don't talk about that.
Oh, we ain't talking about that shit, yo. This nigga was in the prison bathroom with like 7, 8 niggas dancing naked. Dropped the soap and all, man. The whole soap was dropped. You hear me, motherfucker? Larry?
Watch the whole video. That's
No,
all I
no,
seen with
nope.
the clip
Nope, just saw a screenshot.
on TikTok.
That's all I needed to see. I didn't need to see not one, not no more. I didn't even see that. I saw like maybe about like.
Him walking in.
Oh boy, look at this shit. This dude
I
is
seen him
digitized.
and two other dudes walking in with him.
You hear that shit, right? That nigga singing.
the Matrix.
Yo,
Nigga was
Tay,
like,
you
no.
Tay, you biting hard. That nigga sound like the Matrix. What's going on, Jeremiah?
That boy Tay going back to his bot days.
Oh shit.
The hell out of
What up,
here.
Jabari?
So,
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
goddamn Transformers out here
Yo, you sound like you just woke up. Okay, here we go.
smoking that fucking
Ooh,
flame, nigga.
Wee. Anyway, just to let you know, I showed you the topics, Jemiah.
What's
but
up, Black?
I'll go back into it.
I'm chilling, fam. What's good with you?
We talk about the what do you call it? The toxic industry, your most anticipated games of 2021, and then we are talking about for an off-topic section, section, the needle. So, introducing the panel for today, we have Black. What's going on, Black? Malignant Black.
I'm chilling, man. I'm malignant as fuck right now. They got my ass whooping that tournament, man. That shit got me. I'm not even salty. I just know that I gotta commit more if I want to get better. You know what I'm saying?
Said, pat, pat, pat. Got you with the pat, pat.
I was gonna say, how'd you do?
No.
I got deleted, nigga. That's all.
Oh shit.
I went 0-6, my nigga. Like, yeah, I didn't win one round. I won a round. I didn't win a damn
Actually,
match
a
though.
whole match.
The round
Yeah.
don't mean shit. You know what I'm
It
saying?
certainly
Yeah,
doesn't. It most certainly doesn't. It means
it
nothing at
doesn't.
all, yo. If anything, it only pisses you
You on
off.
your way there, but you ain't there. You know.
If anything, it pisses you off. You're like, damn, I blew it,
I ain't got
motherfucker.
nothing on the board, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
It's all
That's
good
good.
though.
so like
I'm
my
That's
here to
good
guy.
laugh.
though. You know what I
I'm here
mean?
to laugh for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Either way, we got Killer Tay in the house going on. Killer Tay, Killer Tay. I gotta start repping your ass. Hello, Killer.
His batteries died in his controller.
Would he bounced out and went back in? Yeah, his motherfuckers botting the fuck out. Anyway, and then we have Jemiah. What's going on, Jemiah?
You know, living that master race life.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So let's before we get the topic started, yo, what's going on in life, Black? What's happening? What you want?
It's been like I told you, I got my ass kicked, man. You know, ain't too much more going on. I'm tired as shit right now. Like I really got a little more boost of energy after I started talking to y'all. But I was low key like about to fall asleep and shit before we started. So just doing what it do, bruh. I'm probably gonna take a nap after this bitch. You know what I'm
Yes, you want to exit stage left as soon as possible.
saying? Nigga tired of them motherfucker.
Jemiah, what's been going on with you?
Working,
Who's
uh,
on the road?
smoking this good weed. And I'm sure I just watched
Uh,
Snake Eyes yesterday. It's not bad.
Then we have Killer Tay. Let's introduce him again. What's going on, Killer Tay? Killer Tay, what's up?
chilling, man, chilling, working as usual.
See, I can't even say
Been
anything.
I've been in playing Judgment till fucking Ascent come out next Thursday.
Mhm.
I ain't hear,
Well, this Thursday coming up.
I ain't hear anything about Ascent. But all right. We're gonna jump right into these topics. As for myself, boy, man, I'm getting better and better, little by little bit by little bit, little bit by little bit. In Judgment, not Judgment. Jesus Christ, Guilty Gear Strive. That's what I've been doing lately. That in, I'm gonna try to fucking go to sleep early so I can start my day a lot earlier for tomorrow. But without further ado, we're going to get into these topics. The first topic is the entirety of the gaming industry being extremely toxic, man. Absolutely deplorable, man. So we're going to break this up into little pieces. I took some time to really, really dig deep and try to make this into, an overall, I guess, something that we can have an issue with. I mean, we can talk about. So first and foremost, have you guys realized in the industry that there's so many complaints? Whether it's the indie people complaining, whether it's the fucking people talking about other fucking developers. There was a new complaint by an ex-developer from Insomniac Games that said that Rivet was fucking from Ratchet and Clank. She was too feminine. And the funny thing is, I was talking to one of my boys, and I was like, I don't remember seeing the titty in that game. Does anyone remember seeing any kind of breastises? Anybody?
Bro, they look the same. I don't even, you can't really tell the difference.
She has more curvatures in her legs, but like, I mean,
Does she? Like,
yeah, she does.
I guess I wasn't looking at the game that hard. Like,
So
And when this game, you was breaking up. My bad.
no,
Ratchet and
nigga,
Clank.
you was breaking up. You're bad. I'm fucking with
I was on mute when you was talking.
you. We talk about the complaints in the industry. So there's new complaints, right? There's the indie developers keep saying that Sony don't care about us, so they don't care about us. And then you have some ex-developers at Insomniac saying that they were treating female developers like shit. And Rivet is too feminine, apparently. She's entirely too feminine as a female Lombax. Harassment suits. Niggas afraid to leave. What's your take on that? Let me start with Black before he passes out.
I don't really got no take on it, man. People feed into that negative energy, man. It is what it is, bro. It's always some shit, right? Too much to say about it, man.
Well, let me ask you this though. What's going on with I never understood this, and somehow it kind of drips into the real world, right? We have busted challenges, right? We have all
Mhm.
these extra stuff, social media, all this other extra stuff, and it's women sexualizing themselves, halfway naked. There was a girl that was appropriating black culture. She was dancing like black people, but she was in like a bra and a thong on. You know what I mean? And but then we have this gaming industry where they are making women characters like men. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want them to be feminine at all. Short hair, no curves whatsoever. What's your take on that, Black?
I mean, if you were referring to the rivet joint, I just think it's I don't know, man. The guy, I don't know what's his motive. Like, why is he going out of his way to talk about the curves of the character? It just don't make no sense to me.
I would
You know?
imagine he's an ex-developer, so
Yeah, so it's like I don't know if he has any motive. If he really thinks that way, is it like political in any way? I don't know, man. It's just like everybody gonna forget about this nigga by next week. You feel me? So
see people
I
don't
got too
understand.
much to say about it.
So people don't understand that, like, oh, it's not politics in your game. This will be politics. This is what that is. Killer Tay, since you're in and out here, what's your take on that whole ribbit, John?
Yeah, I'm with Black, man. The motherfuckers gonna forget about this motherfucker in a couple of days.
But
I
what
know.
about his motive though? What do you think his motive is for saying such?
To be honest, I'm not even quite sure myself because I look at a video game character as a video game character, unless it's fucking Abby.
Shut up, Jemiah.
So, I mean, there's no need to be up in arms for a fucking video game character
But it
that
put
motherfuckers are gonna forget about until the next one come out.
but
So
it puts women into a bad light, making these female characters extremely sexualized. Wouldn't you agree?
that's true. That's true.
But also, wouldn't you agree that
It's
women are
not
putting
it's
their
not
own
it's
selves
not
in?
it's not it's not all developers that's doing that though. It's
But
just some of the big ones.
my question is though, if say like you look at like a young J Lo or whatever like that, like if you look at like
Mhm.
a woman like J Lo, is she overly sexualized just
Yes.
because she has curves? Is that what we're doing?
Mm.
Like a woman being a woman, just being a natural woman, that's being over sexualized. Like men do not over sexualize women. Men just want women. You know what I mean? Like it's an innate
Yeah,
thing in our beings. We can't over sexualize a woman. Like a woman could be in a goddamn fucking box and dude's still gonna be trying to look. You know what I mean? Like there's
yeah,
nothing to do with what they're wearing or how they're portrayed. Like this is all a construct created by people who are offended by sexual women who look very attractive. You know what I mean?
I think some of the times, honestly, it's not even men it's not even like regular women that's complaining, and it's like ugly ass woman that's complaining, or a simp. You know what I'm saying? You get the ugly woman like I wish I can look like that. I don't like that. They're sexualizing it because again you have the busted challenges and all sorts of shit. Speaking of women that are in the industry, where there's a lot of gamers in industries that they feel like they need to mute their mic. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't do online gaming with other people. As soon as they hear is a woman voice, they go it's out for blood. You know what I'm saying? They're on it. They're on it. You know what I'm saying? And my take on that personally, like they get insulted, they get called whores and whatever derogatory name that you can call a woman. But I mean, my take on it is this. I mean, I got called the fucking N word and all sorts of shit when I'm going online. You know what I'm saying? Like, it. I don't like. I get it, but there's a lot of women like I need to mute my mic because I can't really, I can't play the game without somebody making advances at me. Like I didn't do anything. All I'm doing is trying to play the game. But then you also have women on Twitch with their titties all the way up to their fucking necks. You know what I'm saying? And the most eyeliners and makeups. Black, what you gotta say about that? That kind of contrast. You got women that can't play video games apparently, but then you have women on Twitch that are sexualized. They sexualize themselves for the views.
I mean, man, it's got different type of people, man. Some people don't want that attention. Other people want the attention because, you know, like with Twitch, normally when they're on Twitch, it's like a career move. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it for monetary value of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they looking for that attention, so they willing to do that. Some people willing to do that. Other people just they trying to enjoy their time. You know, I think it's like two people in two different lanes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the other girls they get online, they just want to play a couple of games, and you know I'm pretty sure they do get harassed. I've seen YouTube videos with with niggas being ignorant and shit. Normally it's some stupid ass kid. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got no pussy, so that's they get excited, but as soon as they hear a girl voice, like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying?
The main one.
Yeah, it'd be the main.
But we get
Just
caught.
fine.
But we get caught. Fucking niggers and all sorts of shit when we
Well,
online.
it's not the same though, because as black men, first of all, like we grew up different. Now, as men, different. Black men, very different. You know what I mean? Like we built for this shit. Like some of these chicks, bro, like they've been catered to and pampered their whole lives. They don't know anything about any negative like interactions. You know what I mean?
But equality.
It's not. There's nothing to. It's just, you can't blame people for something like equality. Like that woman has nothing to do with equality. You know what I mean? She's just going online. I have a little cousin. She likes to play Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure dudes be getting out of pocket with her. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with equality or feminist rights or anything. She's just a girl who's playing Call of Duty. You can't put the whole entire movement on until one person. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I'm not trying to put the whole movement on somebody. What I'm trying to say is that we deal with it ourselves. Derogatory statements. That's all I'm saying. But
It doesn't make it better though.
It doesn't make it better, but we don't complain either. There's one.
Man, maybe we should though.
They ain't gonna listen to niggas, man. They don't give a fuck.
If niggas never complain, how niggas gonna listen?
Man, I mean,
You know what I mean?
I mean Terry Crews.
What do you mean? He got mad interviews, GMA. He was all over the place. Like he got his time in the sun.
Well, when's the next movie he's doing? That motherfucker, you should have let me grab your dick. You ain't getting sit now.
Man, he wasn't really fucking doing things before that. You know what I mean? Like, let's not pretend Terry Crews was some huge actor that was on like, you know what I mean? Huge movies and shit.
True.
Well, and he's 52. The nigga's old.
I mean, he could have been.
I know, not now. You should have let him grab his dick.
I mean, when was his first real movie that you remember, man?
I don't even remember in that sitcom where everybody hates
The
Chris.
first movie I remember him in was Friday. What? Friday After Next. That was the first one I seen him in. And then he was in White Chicks with the Wayans brothers. He was in Death Race.
Oh, was he?
He was in the first Death Race.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
No, he wasn't in Death Race. My bad. Gamer. He was in The Gamer with Gerard Butler.
Well, since you're talking now, what do you think about that whole situation where you have on one side of the fence women like Umar said, making chicks or making Twitch into fucking Pornhub, basically. Sucking on microphones and shit like that, and also, I'm being harassed and sexualized.
What, them saying they're being harassed and sexualized?
It seems like
having their titties out.
He's talking about different women. He's not
Dirty
the women who are on Twitch are not crying about being over sexualized.
Some of them are.
Some
Which
of them
ones?
are. Some of them are.
They're
But it's not. It's a small percentage on Twitch that are saying that though.
Like I said
But
though,
some
some
of
of
them
them,
are,
some women just look attractive, and dudes take that as, oh, now she's probably a thought. I'm gonna go crazy. You know what I mean?
I mean, it wouldn't have to be that way if they didn't doll themselves up and be barely clothed. I mean, you can't get no fat bitch to do that shit.
What do you mean? Look at fucking what's that one chick that plays the flute? What's her name?
I don't know.
The one black singer. Yeah, she plays the flute, nigga.
I don't know who played no damn flute.
Lizzo. I saw her fucking stick.
Lizzo when she played the flute. But no, the rapper, she was playing the flute. But guess what she did on that white ass show? She started twerking while playing the flute. Nobody told her to do that.
For Lizzo, or sometimes she's a big chick who likes to be fucking, out there, like
She wants to be sexual.
being.
Ain't nobody
I
want
guess
that
if you
though.
say sexualized,
It's very little niggas that want that though. I don't. No one asks for that.
some dudes like big chicks.
Well, they usually are quiet about it.
Just because you don't like that doesn't mean that nobody likes it. Like,
I mean, I don't discriminate, but that. My last thing I want to talk about in general,
Everybody lost their virginity to a big chick. Stop playing.
I mean, but yeah,
especially Jemiah.
you wish. And I bang big chicks. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, like,
That motherfucker was like, lay your sausage ass down. Let me butter your biscuit.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. wait, you got a salami on your titty. Let me get that.
This nigga stupid.
Let's foreplay with them Tyson crispy chickens.
I heard you like Krispy Kremes. I got them sitting on my titties.
Are you gonna get this chicken wing or not? I saw one of them big ass portals, man. She was like, "Oh, lift this turkey leg." I said, "All right." I'm done with this bitch. I said, "We had enough. This is about it."
Oh my god.
The main thing that I wanted to actually talk about, because that was some of the things that I wanted to kind of push out there before I talk about the main course, is this Activision shit. Did you guys did you guys hear about the Activision shit that was going on? Did y'all hear about it?
I heard about like it's classic sexual harassment, yada yada yada.
So the thing about it is that she offed herself because of the stress and stuff like that. And then, there's people that's going to be like, well, why didn't she just fucking quit and go to another place? I can kind of feel the situation where I used to work at a bank and I didn't want to leave because I was so afraid that I wouldn't find a job with that pay rate, which, was woefully misjudged. So I could see that portion. But,
Not me, bro. I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I would rather die than be disrespected. Like, I don't understand. I saw this article. Somebody posted like, "You guys don't understand. It's hard to get into an industry job." Yo, I would rather be dead on the street as a bum than come to work every day and have somebody disrespect me. Like, that is crazy to me. I don't know who taught these people values or any type of thing, but nobody disrespected me, bro. Like, nobody on this planet Earth is gonna come here disrespect me, and I ain't gonna say shit about it. Like, I don't care what it is. I don't care how much the job paying. I don't care what the perks are. That's not an excuse.
see, even with me, right?
I mean,
Yeah, go on, Tay.
I can see where you would be in a job like what you were saying, Josh, where you were in a job and you were. But you can still look without letting the bank or whatever company you working for know. And do interviews, you just have to take off those days. You can
But
still do it and get away from
you
that.
afraid because here's the thing: there's a lot of in jobs like that. There's a lot of gaslighting. Now, for me personally, to Jemiah's credit, it was never blatant. You know what I'm saying? It was your typical gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? Where they kind of halfway they told you that it was you that was the problem, that you need to do this, and that. Not only that, but they kind of led you to believe that if you did correct this, then you would get that. You know what I'm saying? So it was always the carrot on the string. But these women are going out and literally saying that they're bursting into their cubicles and massaging them and licking their neck and shit like that, like the Activision case. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
where the dudes they said they were in it felt like they were in a frat house.
Right.
Where the dudes were getting drunk and low crawl all the way around the fucking building just to harass the females and shit like that.
And that's the thing that kills me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? See, that ain't subtle, and that is sheer disrespect.
Yeah.
At that point in time, if something ever like that was happening to me, I would have been out, like outie. You know what I mean? I wanted to kind of read this to you guys too. So, you know how typically is women, right? That say that they were sexually harassed. Well, this was a gentleman. He says here, oh, I don't have it. Oh, that sucks. But there was a guy, he said that he was, I think I screenshotted it, but in terms of the girl that said that Insomniac had toxic masculinity shit going on. I have a list in the double digits of women who were harmed by the actions of this company. Some so much so that they declined to speak about it to me at all, which insinuates that they're still there. Insomniac has throttled careers of great women and left them no option but to resign to protect the sexual predators. So the thing about it is, right, in this case, because we all know, if you don't know, here's the thing. Here's a little tidbit. Like, HR for a company, they're not for you at all. They are to protect the company. You know what I mean? So that's what they're there for, not, you know, in general. And here's the guy. So in terms of Activision/Blizzard, the guy name is Brad Caruso, or I don't know how to pronounce this nigga's name. Whatever the case is. He says, during my time at Blizzard, I experienced sexual harassment from multiple male leads, explicit descriptions of sex acts they wanted to perform on me, propositioning my wife and I for sex, back rubs. It goes on. This often occurred in front of the other coworkers who said nothing.
Yeah. Let me be sitting in the chair, Josh, and some nigga like, yo, I want to bang you and your wife. I'm going to turn this nigga upside down, bro. You know what I mean? Are you crazy? This is the problem with people. People allow people to do shit to them, and then they complain fucking, you know, later after the fact. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm going to stop you right here. You know what I mean? Because at some point, this had to start with something small, right? And the fact that he didn't check that dude at that point, that's what led to this. You know what I mean?
Well, he was probably afraid that he wouldn't get a promotion.
I'm sick of this afraid shit, bro. I've been to Iraq twice, bro. Like, nah, you scared of a nigga in the office? Come on, bro. Stop this, bro. Like, we're not doing this today.
To address this. Let me, Black, wake your ass up.
I'm here, nigga.
I'm scared. Like, the fuck out of here.
Hey, Jamire, right, man? Nigga, you gotta stand up for something, dog. You acting like a bitch ass nigga, and then you want to go complaining when you have a mental breakdown and shit. Like, nigga, stand up for something, nigga. Like, where your values at, bro?
No,
you have some values, man.
Yo, a nigga like me, I'm gonna let that shit go, right? But every time that shit come around, I'm gonna be recording, sitting.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what I wanted. Listen, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to say.
I'm gonna let it ride.
There's too many accusations from women, and in this case, this bitch ass nigga talk about something he was sexually harassed, and no one was there to help them and shit like that. In this day and age, with World Star, and you've taken photos of niggas being killed with a fucking knee on the neck, in this day. If you don't grab your fucking phone and sit that shit on a desk somewhere, you can't just make accusations and just say it happened. Where the fuck is the proof?
Yo, with women, all they need is a teddy bear on their desk that can record shit.
And take
them little fucking nanny cams. Just put that bitch in there and let that bitch ride.
Is he wrong though? Is he fucking wrong? But is he wrong?
Nah, you're right.
What is this? What is all this Me Too? And you know, I was reading this Twitter thing, right, about this Activision case, because it was, I think IGN kind of posted up there. There's too many people that are, you know, social justicing with this shit. You know what I mean? Just to be on the right side of things and then just quickly dogpile a situation without doing the research. I start clicking on these motherfucking people that claim that X, Y, and Z is happening, right? They just made their Twitter account the fucking same month in July of 2021. That don't look fucking suspicious to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been an intern or whatever the case is that they didn't get the job or whatever the case is, and you jump. There's too many cases where this shit isn't vetted. You know what I mean? It's not vetted, and they're able to just run amok and do whatever the fuck they want to do. That shit is outrageous to me. It's outrageous. What's going on? What's going on, Ken? It's outrageous. That's what I really wanted to talk about, yo. Where's these receipts? Why don't you post it online or YouTube or whatever the case is? The travesties and trials and the shit like that you dealt with. Like Killer Tay said, you know what I mean? Put that
Nigga,
shit.
I'm recording it and I'm giving it to my lawyer, and by the end of the motherfucking month, I'm gonna own the goddamn company.
Oh, you ain't gonna give me that promotion? All right, cool, bet. You here? Hey, Mr. Manager, can I ask you to come here real quick? You gonna probably rub my back. What you want me to see? Oh, look at this thing. This is so crazy. Look at this, and show that shit happening.
No.
Hey, but
I ain't even it. You've been served.
Yo, fuck the
See you
lawyer,
in court.
nigga. Fuck
See you
the
in
lawyer.
court.
I'm in the cubicle and a nigga couldn't lick my neck. That's the end of that nigga right there, bro. Like, I'm ending this shit right here, nigga. Like, security gonna have to drag me out of this motherfucker, bro. Like, this is the problem with people. Like I said, if you allow this shit to happen, you deserve it to happen to you. I'm sorry. I'm not playing this game anymore for this shit, bro. I am over this shit. Like, human beings, adult human beings, need to act like fucking adults, bro.
They act like they need a guardian. And by the way,
Come lick my neck, nigga. You crazy out your fucking mind, bro. Nigga, come lick my neck, bro. It's over, nigga.
Yo, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. Before this shit.
This nigga probably he put his saliva on my neck. That's COVID right now. That's means to kill me. So I'm finna kill him first.
No, wait. I'll read what Abandoned Black said. He said, I wish a God would start sexual harassing me. I would definitely let him. Oh, I can't even say that, man. Nigga, you wild.
Oh, Jesus.
Bruh.
Yeah, he wild. YouTube had to mute that shit, yo. He didn't even cuss, yo. That shit just didn't even put it up there. He said he get his knob slob, yo. All right. So, with that being said, Jemiah is stupid, yo. He said, I wish a nigga would lick my neck. Yo, facts. Woo. Oh, lordy, man.
But besides the game industry,
shit.
people try to be like these game developers. I mean, isn't every industry, political, sports, any type of thing, there's some dudes or some women or anybody in general doing some, overly sexual, heinous shit to people. You know what I mean? That's just human beings being human. But my thing is, like, the people who are allowing this shit to happen, like, niggas like, yo, he just come to you, hey, what up, Josh? Oh, that's a wife. That's a wife right there in the picture. Yeah, I want to bring her over the table and fuck the shit out of her in front of you, and everybody just watching this shit happen, and nobody saying shit. That's on y'all. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Come on, bro.
You
Like,
a whole adult. You a whole adult. Talk about that. Like that's.
I'm like, excuse me, sir.
We had something like that. Yo, what kind of positions you put her in, yo? That's fucking crazy. I bet you be bending. I bet you be fucking in the kitchen, don't you, bro? Like. I'm recording all that conversation. And
I'm gonna pull a box out from under my desk. What's that? I'm about to look for, better opportunities. And then Stone Cold stunned the fuck out of that nigga. Like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't be in the box when security come, bro. I'm good. Like,
RKO that motherfucker.
I keep this box by my desk just in case the nigga act up. You know what I mean? This shit's already packed. Like I said, my boss the other day, he's trying to call me over with my other supervisor like I'm a fucking child. Like, you two get over here right now. Yo, I had to check his ass right there. And my boy's like, yo, so you started popping off? I started popping off. I'm like, because he's a bitch. You know what I mean?
Anyway.
You're not gonna talk to me like that, bro. Like, no way. My mom don't even talk to me like that. How the hell any other person on this planet talk to me like that, bro? No way.
My manager tried to do that. Now the hierarchy for this is the supervisor, the manager, and then the district head or whatever the case is. And my manager thought I was doing some fugazi shit, right? So she called me into an open cubicle and was loud as shit. And at first, I didn't really understand because it caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, let me check this bitch real quick. I said, hold on. What you just did? I said, all the employees, all my coworkers think I'm getting fired. That's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing. Don't do that shit again. I ain't give a fuck who she was. I said, I'll take it to the next level. Don't do that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know who did it. I said, you want to ask them? I wouldn't even say anything. They all thought I was getting fired because of what you did. You invited me into an open cubicle and started basically cussing me out. That shit is fucking embarrassing. I called her aside in a personal room and showed her how to really fucking do it. I mean, she had a new respect for me. Don't do that shit. I don't give a fuck where you are. You know what I mean? And Jemiah, like, there's so many people that don't check these motherfuckers, yo. And you allowing people to fucking lick your neck and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Like I'm saying, it started with some comment like some like nice blouse. I'm like, nigga, keep your eyes on your monitor, nigga. You know what I mean? We keeping this shit right here, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? No. Like, but then like the one chick, right? She was into it, right? She was like dating one of the dudes or some shit.
I think so. Yeah.
That's the problem too. Do you have some chicks in the office who giving it up, trying to get ahead? Some chicks who just want to get ahead by working, and it's just all messed up because everybody in there is acting like children. You know what I mean?
Not only that, but the same thing happened to the website NeoGaf. She was friends with the person who created NeoGaf, right? And then she had a boyfriend, and I think he was single, and she wanted to. They were doing some kind of business proposition, and he invited her to a hotel. And she's sitting there doing whatever, and she gets drunk and she gets sick. And she's throwing up, and then all of a sudden, the dude from NeoGaf opens up the bathroom naked. He was like, "Are you good?" Because he thought something was gonna happen, and she tore that fucking website apart. She tore that website apart, talking about something I didn't know. You have a fucking man. You spending the night in a hotel with another fucking dude. That's the bullshit that I keep seeing. You try to get ahead, it don't work your fucking way, and then now you want to fucking sue.
Bro, but as a man, any niggas in the chat, do not put yourself in positions like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Check
get
them up, check
fucking
it at the door. Check that shit soon as you see
exactly.
it. Let them know. Don't do that shit again.
If you're in a position of power, do not try to like date your fucking employees and shit like that. That shit never works out for you,
Never
bud.
works out. It's 100% failure rate.
Even if you
100%.
even if she does date you for a little bit, the moment you break up, she'll be like, "Oh well, I feel obligated, and you know what I'm saying, he forced me." You're done.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, always protect your money, man. End of the day, it's all about the money, man. Like
Yep.
that's it.
Take your shit or you ain't gonna have it. But I think we exhausted that particular subject. We're gonna move on to the next one before we I'm just gonna whip
Moral
up
of the
my
story:
this nigga.
mean mug everybody so they don't
Don't do
try you.
that. Don't listen to that nigga.
Nigga, none of them niggas tried me. I
Oh,
mean mug everybody.
I ain't never, man. You know what happened? What was my supervisor? Now this nigga's. I'm gonna say this before we go on to the next subject. My supervisor. No, you wouldn't, Ken. You would not do that shit. But anyway, my supervisor, right?
Yeah,
Um, he's a Spanish and Chinese dude, right? And he has a wife, which is white, and a kid. And he's awfully from. He is so extra fucking friendly. Borderline, something's going on, right? I remember one time, I have my afro. My afro have different types of hair within it, right? Some of the hair kind of sticks out like perfectly fucking straight, and the other ones is curled the fuck up to like naps. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking about my stats for my job, and I'm like, he was like, yeah, your handle time is this. He was like, wait, hold on, and this nigga reached in my fucking afro to try to help me out to get a piece of hair on my head. And I'm like, wait, what? What are you doing? I'm like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't understand what he was doing. Now,
niggas better his fingers through your hair.
shut the fuck up. So there's another situation where there was a black dude that he also pushed the boundaries to. You're not allowed to wear holes in your clothes, like the jeans with the holes and stuff like that. So my dude had like some holes on the part of his thigh where the pants were, right? A manager come over there and he's sitting there telling everybody, yeah, the phones are not working, blah 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 blah. And he was like, yo, Odell, what are you doing? And he takes his finger and sticks it through the hole of his pants and tugs it. And Odell went off. What are you doing, dude? You don't stick your hands in my leg. What the fuck you doing?
And we had a problem with that. I had a problem with that in the fucking army too. Cause like I had one of my pockets open, and my chief at the time, white dude, just grabs the pocket and rips it off. and I went fucking off on the dude. I was like, what the fuck is you fucking crazy? You know how fucking expensive it is? If you ain't want me to have my fucking, if you could have just told me to button my fucking pocket or
Shucks,
made me
bro.
do some fucking push-ups till I fucking button up my pocket. Why the fuck would you, nigga? I was ripping this motherfucker's ass the whole fucking time till smoking the first saw I got there.
For real.
Bro, that's funny because I remember I was like the formation, and when like, we had a new sergeant and shit, and the nigga came in with the with the Article 15 book and shit. That shit's big as fuck.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he started fucking like laughing, like just kind of like as he walked by and shit, like kind of like I'm like, what the fuck? Because like I was like a young, I was fast tracking, you know what I mean? So this nigga come back out and was like, started doing push-ups. I was like, no. And then like he was like, what? he got kind of taken aback, right? And then like the fucking my squad leader, my fucking platoon sergeant, my LT. I'm like, I'm not doing no fucking push-ups. You know what I mean? Like our first sergeant there, bro. I was like, yo, these niggas better get it together, bro. You know what I mean? I don't mind taking the punishment, but he doesn't make me fucking come by laughing and shit like it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, like,
Some
I
of them be
can tell you,
doing
Josh,
these-
I don't give a fuck what situation I'm in. Nobody's good. If I feel disrespected, I'm gonna let you know immediately. You know what I mean? Like, there would be no doubt in your mind. I don't like what you're doing right now, and I just, to me, it just kills me about people, bro. Like, you just let shit happen, and also, and 10 years later, you got a story to tell. Like,
Yeah,
nah, we're
yeah,
not doing
some
this.
bullshit. Yo, fuck, you
Yeah,
have
he had it.
you have
He,
Asian.
he had to buy me another set of fucking BDUs at the time, but I still had to do extra duty because I had to, because I was cussing them out the whole fucking time.
Right?
I was just a fucking, I was just a
shit was worth it.
PFC, and this nigga was a star.
That shit was worth it.
I wasn't having that shit.
What's going on, Edward? So we're gonna move on to the next subject here. I know I don't want Black to fucking pass out here. Our next subject is our most anticipated games of 2021, and we want to figure out why it is. So we want to start off with Black.
The blackity black, the black.
I mean, damn. I mean, off rip, like the first game I think about is Fist. That's dropping soon. Motherfucking Horizon Forbidden West for sure.
Oh, you ain't buying that game. That nigga.
Oh, what's the fighting
After that
game?
dropping.
Melty Blood is coming out December 30th. I'm copping that day one. Off rip, I gotta cop that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those are like the ones that come to mind. You know what I'm saying?
So
Without keeping it too long and drawn out.
we kind of. I want you to draw. Oh, why Fist?
The Fist just looks dope. It looks different from a lot of that. I mean, I've been looking at the game for a long time, man. A lot of anticipation for the shit. We talked about it before in previous podcasts and everything. I just like the aesthetic and everything. The combos look cool. You know what I'm saying? It look like it has some games just have a regular like beat 'em up. You just keep pressing one button and do a combo type shit. This look like it's gonna be in depth, and I'm hoping it's as in depth as I think it is. It kind of look like a Devil May Cry 2D type of thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it kind of remind me of? It kind of reminds me of Beautiful Joe. You remember that shit a little bit?
Yeah, a little like Beautiful Joe for sure.
A little
I can see
bit.
that comparison.
Now, what about Horizon Forbidden West? Why?
Oh man, it's a continuation to the first joint, and it looked fucking amazing, bruh.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be 2022.
Yeah, man. He's 2020 AA. If that's how long they need to put the motherfucker out, that's cool. But you know what I'm saying?
So, but why?
You're right about
though?
that. That's not
What's-
guaranteed to drop this shit, dog.
But what is interesting for
It
like,
looks
what's
fucking beautiful.
besides graphics, you graphic horror, yo, gameplay wise?
It's gonna run at 60 FPS.
No, 65.
It is. They already, you know what I'm saying? Shit look good, dog. The fuck else
60
you want me to say, dog?
60
Shit look
fits.
fire, bro. And I'm ready to play continue the story, of course. You know,
60 fips.
Fippus. Got the extra syllable in there.
And then Melty Blood.
But
that was a
Melty Blood
that was a
for
PS2
sure.
game.
I never played Melty Blood. I believe that game was on PS2. I never played that shit. So they basically redoing everything. I believe it's almost like a remake. They doing like the assets look renewed and shit, like
Is
new
it the
drawings.
same game or what?
I'm not too clear on that. I gotta look into it more, but it don't. matter to me because it looked new to me, and I haven't played the previous one. I just remember watching the games in tournaments and shit, and seeing niggas get down. So now I could be a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time I found out about the game, it was already an old game. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Same
It was
thing with
it was
like with
old.
Other Night.
It was old back in 2010. Like it was already
Yeah,
old then. Hold on,
yeah, facts.
before we go on, right? Killer Tay, yo, Thug Nasty trying to roast you.
That
Hey, hey,
PC fucking gamer.
God damn.
damn.
Nah, he not a PC nigga.
That dude said, fuck it, ooh, ah, ooh, ah,
Ah, damn. My
da.
shit breaking up again.
Hey,
That's that YouTube censorship. That's what that was.
My
Like,
shit breaking
how-
up again.
It's some Azure
Am I
servers,
good?
nigga.
Am I good? Am I good now?
You
Not
good?
really.
This is what he. This,
in and out,
I mean,
in and
Am I
out.
good?
it's better than.
now?
No, you're not good.
Damn. Diddly, diddly, diddly.
That's what happens when you go to Azure servers, bro. Like,
He was like, "Yo, Tay, you still there, Tay?"
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Oh, damn.
me now?
Never mind. I'm trying to take up for you, yo. The chat is keep moving the comment up. Can you hear me? Mm.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is it good?
He said, "This is what
To
he
the mic,
said.
to this.
This is what he said. This is what he said, yo. He said Killer Tay was only into Asian women because they were easier to pick up and carry. He said that your forehead. He said your forehead looks like the back of your neck, and he also said that just remove all the cream filling from the stack of Oreos, and you have Killer Tay's neck."
Stupid, bro.
This nigga is from Indiana, capital of the meth heads. This nigga is constantly smoking meth 24/7.
Holy shit.
He crushes that shit up and put it in his whey fucking drink, his protein shakes, drinks it. His teeth are rotten. His forehead is big. He can't grow hair.
He said her.
this nigga's stupid.
Damn.
And the nigga game on PC. So we ain't got. I don't even know why we talking to this nigga.
yo,
The nigga haven't played a different game since fucking. The only game this nigga plays is fucking Overwatch. How old that shit is? Nigga upgraded his fucking PC for Overwatch. Overwatch.
Man, why he exposing people? Yo, what's his name? Edward said that you sound like James Brown. And nigga was like, "Heh, huh, ha, ha, hey." Yeah, somebody remixed the fuck out of his voice.
Hmm.
All right, so for Melty Blood, right? What makes, like, in terms of combos and stuff like that? What kind of a game is it?
I want to say that I just got through Platinum and Eunice, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Let
I
me
saw that.
pat myself on the back real quick. Know what I mean?
Yo, what's your favorite
But,
character sound like again?
And they can say, cha cha cha. And they
He said,
he's
everywhere
like
I
Barry
go,
the
I
Butcher.
say, cha 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 cha.
Yeah, that nigga, he crunk. I like that. He got a lot of energy. But yeah, man. Eunice is it stand for Under Night Sleep and Birth. They got a bunch of different variations of the game, but a lot of people just call it Eunice. But it's Under Night is for short. Is the name of the game. But yeah, it play like that. It's kind of almost like Marvel versus Capcom. You know what I'm saying in terms of like combo structure. You know what I'm saying? So that's just pretty cool on that end. The characters just look cool. I mean, this Melty Blood itself, the characters look more plain Jane in comparison to Under Night, but it looks like the combos is gonna speak for itself. Like the characters, they're gonna basically express themselves through their combos. But most of them look plain Jane. They don't look like too over the top aesthetically. You know what I'm saying? They just look like normal people going the fuck at it. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of cool. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. They got a few trailers out, like about 3 of them, with the 3 characters that they showed. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. How was the impact of hitting?
It looked a little light, to be honest. I mean,
Okay, so
the combos look cool. It don't look as heavy as like Guilty Gear per se. You know what I'm saying? So it don't look like that, but you would have to see it.
I
The combos
remember
look cool
seeing
as
that
hell.
shit in 2010. I could barely remember that, but they fucking amped the fuck out of Guilty Gear. Fucking screen shake, boom, counter. I'm like, damn.
They got the big ass letters pop on the screen, let you know what it was.
said,
Like, counter.
That motherfucker was professional as shit with that shit. Counter. Anyway, we're gonna move on to Killer Tay since we may lose him. Killer Tay, what is your most anticipated game for 2021?
The ones I'm mostly looking forward to.
It doesn't
is
matter what.
Ascent.
It doesn't matter what platform either.
Ascent.
Why would it, nigga?
Just in case.
I'm looking forward to Ascent, which is a dungeon, like a Diablo-esque kind of game that's set in a cyberpunk sci-fi world.
What's so good? What's so good about it? Let's pause there. What's so good about that game?
Well, I don't have it yet, so I don't know what's so good about it, but I know it's very interesting. I'm very anticipating it.
Is it the art style that makes you interested, or is it doing anything
The
different from beyond?
the art style and some of the gameplay that I've seen for it, and I just watched the devs deep dive on it, and it's from what they were saying in the devs video, that it's really intriguing that you could have a game that's like that where you can duck behind cover.
Oh shit!
In
You got
a-
cover?
Yeah, you can duck behind cover in there, shoot over the wall and shit like that in a Diablo style fucking game. And that I've never seen that in a Diablo style game.
I've seen it once, and it was Killzone Liberation on the PSP.
Was that the Diablo style game?
Yeah, it was over the shoulder. I'm not over the shoulder. I'm sorry, isometric.
Okay, I never played
But-
that, so
but-
I don't know. But
it-
that was even like the particle effects and shit when the shit blows up, and sometimes when you come through an area it'll be randomized. Maybe the system will be like, yeah, I'm gonna put two big ass fucking heavy fucking dudes over here this time, but next time when you come through it might be a fucking wave of fucking enemies that'll come through there. It's just shit like that was very intriguing to me, of how the system like randomized certain areas, well, the areas in the fucking game like that.
All right. What else is on your radar?
Back for Blood.
What kind of game is that?
That's by the creators of Left 4 Dead. So we'll finally get the actual team that worked on fucking Left 4 Dead to give us another fucking a true fucking Left 4 Dead game. I'm really looking forward to that.
What platform
Halo.
is that? What platform is that on, by the way?
That's on all platforms.
Okay.
Halo. I'm looking forward to Halo.
Out of morbid curiosity, I hope.
Huh?
Out of morbid curiosity, I hope.
No, I'm just a Halo fan. I'm a Halo and Gears and fucking God of War and fucking the games that I'm a fan of. I'm always gonna get those regardless. So I'm looking forward to
This
it.
nigga's a fanboy.
Nigga, how am I a fanboy, nigga? I'm a fanboy of games. Yes, nigga.
No,
yes.
you buying that game indiscriminate
Games, nigga.
to you buying that game indiscriminate
No.
quality.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. So Halo.
It's
So
discriminative quality to you.
So what's good about Halo that you are interested in? The continuation of the stories? I thought they completed it during Halo 3.
Yeah, I mean, that been got debunked when they came out with 5.
Okay.
So the continuation of the story and the multiplayer.
Okay. By the way, Thug Nasty said your voice sound like you have constipation, and that you're a member of Built Cloud Gaming, and then he says he's out.
You know what, Bug Nasty? You can eat a bowl of baby dicks, nigga.
Baby
Eat a bowl of
dicks?
baby dicks.
What the fuck?
A bowl though?
Yeah, a whole bowl. And put some milk in there.
That's nigga.
I can eat 'em up.
That's a horrible
like
ass
cereal.
vision.
Oh my god, bro.
So, yo, King Push said that he's interested in the Battlefield game and Horizon Forbidden West if it comes out this year. All right, continue. So, okay, you got the storyline. All right, cool. You have the gunplay. What it was the grappling hook that you like?
Yeah, that's a cool aspect. I mean, I liked it in fucking Doom, so see how they
I feel like you
implemented
should
it
have
in
been
this.
able to. I feel like you should have been able to do that anywhere in Doom, but I mean, I get it. I think you
Yeah,
can do. I think you could do this anywhere in this game. So, all right.
yeah.
So you say Halo, and then what else?
I'm trying to think what else come out this fucking year. Uh,
Yeah.
Trader Joe's.
All right. I don't know too much about
My
that though.
bad. I came to Albuquerque, so huh? Trader Joe's. Charlotte, North Carolina. But shit, what else come out this year?
But you have a couple things. I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to take. I don't want to take it away from what you actually are truly anticipating.
That's
I know what I'm
that's all I
anticipating.
that's all I can remember at this point.
All right, we're gonna go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, what is your most anticipated game? That's going to come out or may come out for the
The only game that matters is Horizon Forbidden West
but why though?
because it's a sequel to my favorite game of last generation, Horizon Zero Dawn. Like the only reason why I even got a PS4 last year or last generation was because it is, because of Horizon Zero Dawn.
I gotta update my video
And
too.
after seeing this 14-minute gameplay trailer, bro, like I am super hyped for this game. Even if it doesn't have flying, you know what I mean? Like I think this is gonna be an amazing game.
I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, so is there a particular gameplay aspect that you are looking forward to?
Everything. I want to do everything, you know what I mean? I want to capture all the fucking robots, all the parts, all the armors, story, fucking hopefully the improve the RPG mechanics. The definitely improve the fucking melee combat mechanics. Like this shit just looks so phenomenal.
They didn't even have to
I'll be
go
right
to
back. I
ham.
gotta get this trailer inspected.
Oh, not a problem. I don't. They went ham on that fucking. They heard the criticism and shit. So I'm gonna go on to kind of going back to Push, King Push. Now, the Battlefield game to me, that looked kind of generic when I saw it, so I wasn't really feeling it like that. I'm like, ooh, But Horizon, I feel you. So my anticipated games for 2000 that hasn't come out yet for 2021, if everything goes well, would be Horizon Forbidden West. You already knew this. What's the other one? Dying Light 2. And then I'm surprised nobody said this shit, yo. Shame on y'all fanboys of PlayStation. Shame on you for missing this shit. Fucking Ghost of Tsushima. Director's
It's
cut.
not really a new game though.
Well, the DLC it is kind of large for a DLC. It's a bigger game than the Spider-Man games. But I am looking forward to that like so much.
Are you looking forward to those games?
So why am I looking for it?
Yeah.
So for instance, okay, so I'm gonna go to Horizon Forbidden West. So Forbidden West, I didn't mind not being able to climb certain places. I never really said that that was a bad thing or whatever the case is. But the fact that you can climb any fucking where that is a rock surface is really fucking cool. Um, the fact that they improved the melee is really fucking cool. Um, the biggest reason why I want to return to the series is the story. Um, I am so interested in Silence. I mean, they already kind of averted disaster in the first game. Now there's something the fuck else. So I'm really interested in what's going to happen with that. I think just the whole mobility of Aloy is just fucking crazy, man. People said that the game didn't feel alive because Aloy couldn't climb places and shit like that. So they essentially eliminated that argument.
That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Just say you don't like the game. Like,
Just say you don't like a game and move on. Yeah, it was pretty fucking ridiculous. They were like, "Oh, it doesn't feel alive." I mean, it looks good, but Breath of the Wild is so much better. I'm like, "Oh boy, man, come on! They're not even the same fucking type of game, yo. Stop."
it's not even the same quality. Like, I don't want to hear anything about Breath of the Wild. Like,
Yeah, that's what they were saying. I'm really curious to see where the story is going because the story, if you guys follow Horizon Zero Dawn, it could go into a lot of different ways. It can go into a lot. I ain't going to spoil it for your own, for your own thing, but it's a lot of different ways that story can go. And I've been waiting for 4 years to figure out where the direction is going to go. But like stuff like you got the whole paraglider thing, that's fucking ridiculously cool. Um, that's awesome. Climbing anywhere you want. It looks like they improved the AI, so like the AI is more ferocious. Uh, that's really big. And like Jemiah said, if there's no flying, then fuck it. It ain't gonna break the game for me because you still can glide if that's the case. So there's that. The second game is Dying Light 2. So Dying Light 2, the first one was a really good game, and it was accentuated by co-op too. It really made the game so much better. If you had friends to play and stuff like that, and just they have such a crazy, great gameplay loop. You know what I'm saying? It was just fun, and it wasn't too much pressure when you were playing the game. It was just like you could dick around with your friends, but still get shit done. It was a very cool mix. I am a little leery about the fact that it's in the night, you're going to have to deal with zombies, and in the day, it's humans. I don't know how I feel about that because the human combat was trash in that game. Parkour, I hope that they improved upon it. The level design didn't look too, appealing, but I'm willing to give it a shot blindly. Just give Dying Light 2 a shot. I'm willing to because the first one was so fucking good. And the support for the game, it is still to this day being supported. It's from 2014 to now. Or 15, I think 2014 or 15. And in terms of Ghost of Tsushima, yes, Jemiah is not a game, a full game, but 15 to 20 hours is pretty fucking hefty. And it's not the same place either. It's a totally different island. So it's totally different locals. You have different techniques to master in terms of your sword play. So I'm just very curious to see how that's going to turn out. No one's going to talk about Blue Box. Hell the fuck no, I ain't talking about no damn Blue Box.
All right, I'm back.
I'm going to tell you right now, Blue Box, it better be Silent Hill. I don't even give a fuck if it's good and it's not Silent Hill. I will not. It better be Silent Hill at this point.
No, it's not. The dev been saying anything but even telling
I don't give a fuck.
It's not
You
Silent Hill.
He should have said it better than that.
Damn, man.
He
Y'all
should have
niggas
said
let that shit go.
absolutely not, man. He should
I
have
guess
said.
it is his fault.
Man, he should have nipped that shit in the butt. I'm trying to tell you niggas, it ain't Silent Hill. It's new.
Yeah, he was too damn nice.
It's too many coincidences. No, fuck it. I ain't even gonna go to coincidence. I ain't even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. What I am gonna say is that Sony is giving these Blue Box niggas a lot of fucking money. They got their own fucking demo, multiple different demos, and then they have different fucking what do you call it? Real time fucking cutscenes. All sorts of I mean, they're giving a lot of budget to a fucking indie game. So the concept better be ill as shit, man, or else.
Yeah, that's how you know it's not fucking Silent Hill.
Man,
I just hope everybody who gonna buy the game actually have an open mind and not fucking think about Silent Hill when they going to play the game, bro.
And the thing,
You know what I'm saying? Get a shit a fair shake, bro.
I will say, I will say this though. Oh, that's who you are. I didn't know it was you. You should have said something, Edward. Psychomantis was good, man. I didn't even know you were fucking creeping like that. It's bigger. It's bigger than that. I don't get it fucked up, yo. I will be super. You know what it feels like to me, guys? It feels like my parents said, "You're going to Disneyland." You know what I mean? You're going to Disneyland, and they say, "Hurry, get in the car. You can't look outside the window. You gotta look down." And you finally the car stops, right? You're like, "Man, I can't wait to see Mickey Mouse," and you get out the car, it's the fucking dentist. That's how I feel.
Is that to you, bro? That's fucked up.
That's what it feels like to me.
Shit.
It feels just that raggedy to me. Yeah, but going back to Ghost of Tsushima, I really do feel like I had
Yeah, I think I'm thinking about getting a PS5 version too, man.
of what?
You
For Ghost of
thinking?
Tsushima.
Why would you get the PS4 version? Money reasons? Nigga, you
I
ain't
mean, I
having it.
had the PS4 version
But you can
already,
but you're
so
gonna upgrade it.
I might just, yeah, but I'm not. The thing is, I'm tired of the fucking remasters and definitive editions. So that's why I'm thinking.
So you think you're gonna stop the show because you wanna buy you're still giving them money, you realize that, right?
No, no. What I'm saying is, I want the new one. Give me Ghost of Tsushima 2. Is what I'm saying. But since it's DLC that just didn't come out until fucking now, that is why I'm thinking about fucking getting the PS5 version. This is the only game that I've been thinking about this.
I'm not understanding I don't understand.
Okay, like fucking the Neo fucking collection, and
Okay.
then which is the same game. No new content besides it looking prettier, right?
Yeah, but that's not what this game is though.
But I know that's not what this game is. That's why I said it's different. That's why I'm thinking. I didn't think when it came to fucking Neo, the Neo collection, because fuck, I already got it. I already beat it.
So let me say
This
this. So,
is DLC. Is DLC that's not on the fucking PS4 version yet.
so
No, the
So
DLC is
that's
gonna be
why
on the
I'm thinking.
PS4 version.
I know it's going to be on the PS4 version. That's the incentive of me getting the PS5, so I can relive the fucking rest of the game over again with that new DLC.
so let me tell
Yeah,
you
the incentive should be that it's gonna be better.
Yeah.
so let me explain this to you. Maybe it okay, so the DLC is basically $30.
Yeah.
But it also changes the fucking core game to the PS5 version. So I mean,
I know.
it's to me, it's like a no-brainer. I don't know what. I mean, you do you, I guess. I don't know. To me, that's a no-brainer.
Plus, I didn't move any of my fucking save data over, so
It does it
that's
automatically.
probably why I'm thinking about it.
Any thoughts on this before we go on to our off-topic section? Any thoughts on the OLED switch? I would like to talk about that real quick. Give ourselves like a couple of minutes. Black, what do you have to say about the OLED switch?
I ain't got too much to say. But I mean, if you was look in the market for getting, you don't have a Switch. I mean, it's some people who gonna get it anyways. They already have a Switch, but like myself, I already got a Switch, and I just don't appeal to me. It's not what I wanted. I wanted a Switch Pro, the one that everybody was rolling about, because it was a possibility of playing some of the third party games. Maybe they're gonna be more appealing to the third party devs, you know what I'm saying? They want more powerful consoles to put their games on, but they can only do so much with it being a handheld and all. But it don't the appeal of an OLED Switch is not there for me, but I know it's a lot of people are looking forward to it. You
That's
know what I'm
what your
saying? So
Steam Deck is for, son.
exactly, and I got that bitch pre-ordered.
But
It's going down.
but you know what's crazy? Well, what about you, Jemiah?
What about me?
What do you have to say about the Switch OLED?
I mean, to whoever wants it, congratulations.
That motherfucker is not impressed. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not to me. Okay, what about Killer Tag? What you gotta say about that?
I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna stay on the shelf for me.
So the thing is, there was already a handheld that did OLED. You know what I'm saying? And I've already experienced that. It wasn't the best OLED, but it gave you the experience of deep colors and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you didn't even bother adding extra memory to it, a faster clock speed. Those games were struggling to hit 30 frames per second. Most of these games it's funny because when Digital Foundry does its thing, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, the PS5 versus the Series X, it dropped 2 frames in a 120 frame game. You know what I'm saying? But the game is struggling to do fucking 30 frames. Sometimes it's 22 frames a second for long stretches of time. Yeah, the Vita. And you didn't even bother making it a little bit better or adding a better battery. At least when they revised the Vita, it was an LCD screen because there was a lot of people that was getting burning, but it also came with built-in memory, and it also was lighter. It also had a bigger battery. It was like incentive to get it, and it was the same price, if not cheaper. This one is more money than a regular Switch, so I'm not impressed on every angle, all the angles. I'm not impressed with this shit. To me, it's highway robbery, if you really ask me. Sue.
They didn't even put a better battery
They
in
didn't
that
even put a
motherfucker.
better fucking battery in that shit. That is so disrespectful to your audience, bro.
That old ass screen gonna eat that battery
And
up.
it's not
son.
even like 1080p screen. Like, I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter, but like, you're making money off of this fucking console, but that's okay though. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, shit catches up to you, and I hope it catches up to Nintendo where they lights the spark behind their ass so they can start doing shit. But either way, this is going to conclude the gaming section of the No Filter podcast. We are going to move smooth on to our last topic, which is the Nito. You guys know what I'm referring to, right?
Talk about the vaccine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vaccination.
So,
It's like it that shall not be named. You know what I mean?
oh, so before I go on cycle,
I'll be back.
Who
Yeah.
said I'll be back?
Jemai.
Jemai, okay. So before I go on to the new subject, right? In terms of director's cut, Sony did a really nice thing, or a really inventive thing when it came to calling things the director's cut. I think it's so cool that they did this because most of the games are cinematic. I mean, director's cut doesn't really fit a game because usually things get chopped out. They're adding things to the game and stuff like that that wasn't there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So to say director's cut is a good way of reinvigorating the IP again. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about for the Death Stranding stuff.
Death Stranding, the Ghost of Tsushima, they keep calling things director's cut to give it that. I think honestly they must have gotten the idea from the fucking the Snyder cut. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, that's kind of it was a stroke of genius to ask me. I like seeing marketing, you know, inventive marketing things. You know what I mean? Because it helps me with my sales job. It's just to me that's so fucking cool. To take something like that. But that's what I was going to say. So, going back to the off-topic section, what I want to do is this. Because this isn't going to be the longest topic on this thing. I mean, we want to try to end this shit at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, right? Because I know Black got shit to
15
do.
minutes.
15 minutes. So the thing that I kind of wanted to actually say is that what I would like for everybody to do is use their critical thinking when it comes to I do think that God of War is going to have some sort of director's cut. Maybe. I mean, actually no, because there's no DLC with that God of War. But anyway, going back to there, I want people to use their critical thinking because I think that there's something going on now where people are basically forced or gaslit into getting something that is not proven. You know what I'm saying? It isn't approved. The numbers for which they say that is effective is heavily skewed, right? So if I have 10 million people, right? No, I'm sorry. If I have 1 million people and 10,000 people get sick, right? What would that number be? I don't. Is that 10% of? Wait, what's 10% of 100,000? Excuse me. If I have 1 million people and 100,000 people get sick, right? What is that? That's 10%, right? Guys, hello, can you hear me?
My bad. What you said, Van?
I said if I have 10 million, if I have 1 million people and 100,000 people is 10% of 1 million people, correct?
Yeah, you right.
Okay. If 100,000 people had complications, but 900 million people were successful, that would be kind of a success to a degree, correct?
I would say so. Yeah.
So if I have 10 people and one person gets sick, would that still be considered the same success?
I mean, the
Yes.
percentile would be the same, but it's less numbers to you know what I'm saying to skew it from. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I would recommend that you would have more numbers before you would call it a success.
because that's
Maybe
what
90.
be-
Maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe
because
maybe you want to get yeah.
that's what's going on with the vaccine, which is explaining it. It explains why more people are getting sick, but their numbers that they're saying that is like 90% effective. They're not
Mm,
using a lot of numbers to boost that number. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're saying. So no one, and then on top of it, they're not telling people how many people that have gotten the vaccine is catching COVID. They're not telling you the exact numbers at all. There's no numbers in the United States where they tell you this. In the UK, they are. And the effective rate for Moderna and Pfizer is like 40% at this point. Same
mm,
vaccine, you know what I'm saying? But in the United States, somehow it's 90%, and over there it's 40%. You know,
very interesting.
there's also a case of there are complications with the virus. So there's 45,000 cases of deaths in the last month with this virus for this vaccine. From my counts, I'm hearing anywhere from 10,000 to 40,000 actually. So it's
You
hard to
said
see
because of the vaccine?
because of the vaccine. There's complications with it.
Okay.
Another thing I wanted to kind of tell you guys is that normally a vaccine you would pretty much put the materials of the virus in the body. The body will catch on to this and then flip out. It would do everything that the body does. It creates antibodies and all that other good shit to fight it off. But it doesn't have to go ham on it because your body remembers most of the viruses that goes inside of it. You know what I'm saying? So if it ever comes in again, it can kill it. This vaccine is not your normal vaccine. They call it gene therapy. It tells all of your cells to create just the spike protein portion of the virus. So if you do get the virus, it will know what to do with the spike portion. Now, it's essentially mutating you to protect yourself from it. Then you have stuff like the herd immunity and the X, Y, and Z. So it's heavily skewed as to what the numbers are in terms of deaths of the virus or the what do you call it the effective rate of the vaccine. All of that is super fucking difficult to understand, but there are some key points that will help you out. It's probably 70 to 80% of Americans are unhealthy. They're overweight. They have diabetes or high blood pressure or anything of that nature. So it's one of the reasons why it's difficult to deal with this thing because most people are unhealthy. And we have media, social media, and everything else is telling you that you're okay. You could be fat and fit. You can't do both. You can't be both. And I get that you can die at any point. That ain't the point. We were talking exclusively for the virus itself. You know what I'm saying? Or a person getting sick? I'm going to pull some information. I'm going to ask you guys what you think about this shit. So, my complaints with this whole thing is that, A, why is it being so forced to get people to take this shit? B, there are some side effects. There are some neurological side effects. Somebody had a partial stroke when they took the vaccine, and now she can't speak well anymore. Right?
Which vaccine did she take? She took
She took Pfizer.
the Pfizer?
I mean, does it even matter though?
Okay.
Like every medicine has side effects that give
Well,
people
I
strokes
know
and
what
shit. Like,
the Johnson and Johnson one had more fucking casualties than any of the other ones.
Right.
well, what I'm saying is like,
That's why I was at.
it's like if you don't want to take the vaccine, don't take the vaccine. Nobody is forcing you to do anything.
Oh yes, they are.
Like,
Oh yes,
like
they
the
are.
dude from the Vikings
They're
assistant
trying
coach.
to.
They
They're not
are.
trying to do anything. If they were forcing you, they would be forced. They would just do it. Like the government doesn't. If the government wants to want you to do something, they can just come to your house and put a needle in your arm if they wanted to. They're not forcing you to do anything.
Oh no,
They're suggesting
there's many ways
people that they should do it.
There are
The
many,
Vikings assistant coach just quit the team because he didn't want to take the vaccine. That was his choice.
there
He
were-
didn't want to take the vaccine, and the NFL was saying that he had to take the vaccine. They didn't want to participate, so he left the team.
there-
Nobody's forcing you to
there
do
are many
anything. Like,
ways, there's many ways of twisting someone's arm to do what you want them to do. Whether it be
yeah, and that's why I said he threatened his job, and he said bye like a grown ass man. I respect that. You know what I mean?
Some
People who
some
say,
people can't
"Oh, I
just-
was forced to take the vaccine,"
some people
that's
can't-
because
some
you
people-
are a
some
bitch
people
and you
can't-
should
some
die
people-
anyways.
Some people can't just get the fuck up and
Oh,
just leave.
Josh, I don't care, bro. Back to what I was saying before. If you want to suffer, then suffer in silence, nigga. Shut up. Like, nobody want to hear a goddamn crybaby ass story about how you can't be a goddamn adult.
A lot of people can't just get up and leave. That's irrational. Your way of thinking.
You know, so you would, okay. If I think she's being disrespected every goddamn is irrational, then I guess I am. It's like, because I'm not
Yeah.
being disrespected.
But you got to look at like here in the States, we don't have that problem of taking or not taking it. We have that choice. But motherfuckers in Canada that's constantly fucking getting fucking put on lockdown, where they can't like when they go to the store, they can't even buy like a mouse out of the fucking store. When motherfuckers are going on lockdown like that, what do you say to that?
They're not forcing you to take a vaccine. They're just
So-
putting-
I mean,
the whole- the whole fact
they have
that
to do something.
some
They have to
things-
do something.
Some things.
yeah,
and
if
some,
people don't want to take the
Well,
vaccine,
hold
they
on,
can be
but-
fucking
but hold on.
quarantined.
I gave you the platform. Here's the thing. Some things inadvertently affect you. Like, I don't have to take a vaccine or anything like that, but there are some jobs and things outside of the nature of my job where it affects me. You know, I got a huge salary cut because of the economy crumbling the way that it is. I can't help because people are not taking it and people don't want to do it. It has a domino effect with everything. The reason why it matters is not even about the forcing. It's about how effective is this thing. You know what I mean? That's really the question, because it's being hidden on how effective it is. I mean, I get what they're saying. They said that if you take the vaccine, it actually lessens the effect of the virus. So that's something.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the whole mask situation, none of that made sense. And, you know, your own fucking government can't even make it make sense. Oh, now it's 3 feet apart. Oh, you have to wear a mask on the bus, but not in the school. Oh, you have to wear a mask in front of where you get your table. You know what I'm saying? But when you start eating, now you can do it. None of this shit never made sense, and it looks strange.
I mean, the flu deaths were down a lot because of people wearing masks.
Supposedly, that's what they claim, and
What do you
I
mean
doubt
supposedly?
that. I mean, what I mean is what I mean. I'm speaking English. I mean supposedly.
So if last year 100 people died from the flu, and this year 10 people died from the flu, that's not math. That's just math. Like,
No,
I don't
it's not
understand what you
math.
mean.
What it is that someone's playing with the fucking numbers. That's what it is.
So we're back to we can't believe anything then.
Of course.
So if your numbers on your site saying that it's not effective and all this other bullshit, why should I believe those numbers? We can't have debates like this, Josh.
What did I say? I said the problem is we don't know. I never said
The
that.
New
my
York
shit was-
Times just
my
posted an article
issue
about
was-
this,
my
about
issue
people
was-
getting infected
my
with COVID
issue was we don't know.
vaccinations.
We don't know.
They just posted an article about this shit.
About what?
About people having people still getting sick from COVID even though they have the vaccine.
Yeah, because I mean, there's kind of proof where people getting injected, and it's
No,
twice-
they're not
twice.
saying that it doesn't happen. No vaccine is foolproof. That
No,
doesn't
we're
make
not.
sense.
We're not saying that it's foolproof. No one no one's saying that it is. The
So
flu,
what is your issue? Like, this is my issue, Josh, is you don't have to take the vaccine, right? Nobody ever said any vaccine was 100% effective. So therefore, you should never even think that. Every medication is gonna have adverse effects on certain people. This is all built into the way we live in society. I don't understand why this is an issue.
You're trying not to. You're being obtuse deliberately. You know damn
What do you
well.
mean?
You know damn well. I'm not saying that it's 100% proven. I already know that. There's nothing certain here. The thing is,
But
that
you keep harping on the fact that it's not is not that effective apparently
But
to
if
your
the
to your liking.
but if the vaccine only covered 2% of the fucking people, it's not worth taking the fucking thing then. So why am I being gaslit or they gaslighting people to do it?
But based on numbers of what that I don't believe.
I'm saying, but I already told you I'm in agreement with not believing any of the fucking numbers, regardless of where you lean.
Then how can you have a debate on this shit then if you like
The fact
saying
that
that
the fact
any numbers are
Jemiah,
fake?
listen. The fact that we don't know the fucking numbers is a problem. There's too much conflict with that. That's the thing.
Have you looked at? Have you looked for the numbers? Like,
Absolutely.
have you into the CDC's website
Absolutely.
and they don't show you anything about people with vaccinations still getting infected?
They don't show it in detail like in the UK. No.
Well, the UK has a centralized health fucking system where all their shit goes to the government so they
Well,
can get data quickly.
It shouldn't be any kind of discrepancy.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is that if they're all trying to help out their fucking country and telling people how effective something is and saying that you should take it or whatever the case
Bro,
is.
certain states like Florida won't even report numbers because their governor said so. Like this, everything is political, bro. Like you think that everybody's altruistic and is like, yeah, let's just show out the numbers and be accurate about this. No, people are using this on both sides to skew numbers and skew public perception the way they want to. All I gotta say is make the choice for yourself.
That is precisely my issue. And my whole thing is this. I'm only mentioning this so people can be aware and not gaslit. That's the whole point. You do need to make the decision for yourself. You do need to have critical is it critical thinking? Is that what I want to say? Critical thinking. There's two more things I want to go and I'm going to ask you guys before we close out here. So you have
I just want to say, I believe in the vaccine 1,000%, but guess what? I'm still not taking the vaccine. Like, both things can be true.
No, that's okay. I mean, again, it was proven that the flu vaccine works. I just didn't want to take it. You know, I didn't. It has nothing to do with beliefs. I'd rather let my body handle it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Most people are fucking like. Here's the people think that there's misinformation when it comes to this virus and its vaccine. People do think that this is supposed to protect them 100%. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but even if we did stop for a minute and say we're all going to hunker down and not go outside, you know what I'm saying? To slow the spread or whatever the case is. There is like 2 different variants behind Delta. It just keeps mutating. You know what I'm saying? This whole like as you adequately put in the chat, as you adequately put or stated in here, people need to fucking. I mean, what else can I say? You just have to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let nature take its course. I don't know how else the way to say it. I don't. But the whole fear shit, the whole fear porn that everybody's doing and being afraid and you can't do anything, there's so many issues beyond the virus and this vaccine that's a problem. There's the issue where people are so scared. There's the suicide rate that's going up. You know what I'm saying? There's the economy crash. There's so many issues with this thing. So that's my closing with this one. Magnificent Black, from the debate that me and Jemiah had, what do you have to say about that? What is your thoughts on this before we close out?
I mean, I don't know. It sounds like y'all two just as yeah, both kind of saying the same thing, but in a different way. Is what it sound like. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all both just sound like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I just didn't have an understanding. But
No, I understand Josh perfectly.
I understand Jemiah perfectly.
yeah, let's come at it from a different angle. I feel like, you know.
But what about your angle?
Yeah.
What
My angle? I mean, I'm sort of like where Jemiah at with it, man. Like I believe that it could be working, it could not be working. It's like whatever, but I'm just not doing it because I'm not comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me and my individualism. You know what I'm saying? I told my wife the other day if she wanted to get it, she could get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like trying to control anybody. So y'all do what y'all do. If y'all feel like that's what y'all want to do, man, and you feel safe with it, consult with your doctor, whatever you do, man, and your beliefs, go with it. You know what I'm saying? But you just make sure that you're aware.
I
It's
concur.
what I think is the point that Josh was trying to put through. Just make sure that you know what the fuck you're doing and don't listen to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the information that you got is like the correct information.
Because there's a lot
You
of there's a lot of and you know, basically making people that don't want to take the vaccine, making them to be like the enemy of the state. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, if you don't want to do that, you're selfish and stuff like that. When you know people are skeptical about it in general. You know what I'm saying? And that's my problem. Like, you turn your own people against each other just for what reason? I guess is my point. You know what I'm saying? You know, the war on this virus is the unvaccinated. Like, saying wild shit like that to me is like out of pocket to me. What about you, Killer Tay?
My
Killer.
shit fucking up.
Okay.
It's still fucking up.
That's it. I think
Can y'all
you're
hear
in the right, right? Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My shit was fucking up for a minute because y'all was biting a little bit. My thoughts on the whole
A
thing.
little bit.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That
fuck
nigga got
you,
close
nigga.
to the mic. A little bit.
This nigga's a bot.
Nigga, a little bit. Okay, it's just a little bit.
You bleed green,
My
nigga.
thoughts on the thing is, if you feel like that fucking shot is gonna do something, I mean, by all means, meet that motherfucker. You know
my
what?
Lord.
But if you have doubts, I mean, sit there and wait for the fucking, for to get better results to where you feel comfortable for it.
My sister, she was going to take it, and she was like, fuck that shit. She was like, I was going to take it, but they going ham on the forcing. You know what I mean? And she was
Like, my state is over 50% vaccinated, and our shit's wide open. Like, I went to the movies yesterday, no mask, nothing. I go to stores, no mask. I don't even think about that shit anymore.
it's open here, but they're trying to
Yeah.
they're going to try to close it down again. And I mean, honestly, I kind of want people to let your fucking immune system do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just really fucked up health wise. You know, because it's never going to be, it's never ending. You know, that's my whole thing. And you shouldn't make somebody.
And I know,
Yeah.
and I know, Jamal was like, I mean, yeah, you get it if you want it, don't get it, they're gonna get it. Ain't nobody forcing you. But for somebody that's in the that's a veteran, and you getting these VA benefits out of the military, I mean, they make us take the flu shot. They give us that bitch. They make you take it. Unless you're allergic
nigga,
to eggs or something.
I got an
And
anthrax shot, nigga.
Sooner or later, they're gonna implement that same thing with the fucking COVID fucking vaccine.
I mean,
It's just a matter of time.
the COVID is just like the flu. I mean, this is a different name.
I know. But I mean, you can't deny the fact that when you go to these VA clinics,
That's different though. You still
you ain't
probably
take the fucking but that's
a
forcing.
different thing though.
That's still a force.
But,
They still
like,
force you
that's
to
a
do it unless
different
you're
type of
allergic to
thing,
egg
though.
or something.
You don't. You don't have to get your VA benefits, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, you don't have to, but shit, you're owed that. As a
said,
veteran,
when
you're
as a
owed that.
vet, you still like they still own us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a real relationship. It's not like your private doctor though is forcing you to get the COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they don't force you now, but sooner or later they might.
I mean, like I said, they can't force you. They can give you an ultimatum. I would say.
Yeah.
Like if your job says tomorrow, Josh, you got to get the vaccine, or we got to fire you, or we got to fire you in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like it's your choice.
If they say that shit, yo, I'll be like, well, they say that shit, I'll be like, well, it's time for me to go to unemployment. It really boils down to that, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's you not making me do that shit because I'm a grown ass adult, and
There you go.
Like everybody says, I just don't like how dumb people are with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why when niggas kiss you on the neck, you stop that shit.
not kiss, lick.
Like that shit. Meet the meat, nigga. Meet the meat.
This nigga he said picture me. He said picture somebody licking me in my neck, yo. That shit was funny as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you. Well, listen,
Meet the neck meat, nigga.
well, listen, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. I really do appreciate it. You know,
Yeah,
I started to get a
fuck
fucking
that bald
headache.
headed nigga, Thug Nasty.
Starting to get a headache in this shit. I need to eat something real quick. But yeah, thank you guys for participating. I really do appreciate it. You guys are fucking great. You are awesome, awesome, awesome. I was kind of low energy. Everybody was low energy, especially fucking Black. You supposed to be
Hey.
my fucking. You supposed to be the hype man.
Nigga, I went 0-6 today, nigga.
That shit.
Man, nigga, down.
That
I've
shit
been up
down.
since
mean.
11 o'clock,
He
nigga.
was-
Playing video games, look at that streams and shit.
Yeah, we was up.
Yeah, I
You
was.
went to bed early though last night, Black.
Yeah, I did, but I woke up like well, I was watching the stream earlier and shit. I don't know, I'm just tired, bro.
Yeah, I
Low
feel
energy.
you.
Yeah,
Sometimes
niggas like-
I feel like I said
Yeah,
today.
Put a
I'm
real
gonna-
ass whooping on you, son.
Like I said today, I'm gonna definitely like I'm gonna try to get some sleep early. I wanna start my day early for fucking change. This shit is out of pocket, man. Waking up soggy every fucking day. I'm sick of this
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
I'm sick of it. Oh man, that shit. I'm like, I gotta get more disciplined with myself, man. This is out of control, man. I want to do things. I'm tired of waking up at 2:00 in the afternoon and then I'm rushing to do things. Like I'm sick of it. I'm gonna have to call it quits for the night earlier than normal. I really do. I gotta be an adult with this shit. I really do. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for visiting and participating. I really do appreciate it. If you guys could retweet this shit, I just posted it. Retweet the shit, everything. Love you guys. Thank you.